All right, guys. So today you are going to start the tools of the trade assignment. Here's what you're going to do. So in the directions it says the town's mayor is holding a design contest for a special welcome packet for new visitors. It should provide a brief description of the town, highlight some local attractions, and share the names of restaurants, hotels, and other important places visitors might need. Your assignment is to design a visually appealing welcome packet that is easy to read, creatively formatted, and includes design elements to help important information stand out. So, you are going to be creating your own welcome packet for a town on a doc. So, we're going to use Google Doc for this, and you're going to create a welcome packet. Now, this should be a big enough welcome packet to have a table of contents. So the first page of your welcome packet is going to be the town and look appealing. Second page is going to have your table of contents, and you're going to go through and put different information about the town throughout the welcome packet. So let's go through the procedures here. First, you're not going to work with a partner. We have a lot of time to get this done, so you don't have to worry about needing a partner to work with. So no partners in this one, but you're going to publish an appealing and effective welcome packet to help visitors learn more about your city. Read the welcome packet checklist to understand the expectations for this project. So I'm going to go over that in just a second. You're going to use the welcome packet planning guide to help organize and plan your welcome packet. For each piece of information, include how you plan to format it: table, full justified, main header, bold, etc. Once you have finished your outline, you will create the actual welcome packet based on the notes you made. You're going to create the welcome packet in a word processor, so you'll need to use Docs, and I'm going to show you kind of everything you need to do there. And then once you do that, you're going to submit it into an assignment that I'm going to have for you on Canvas. So not too difficult. I'm going to go over this welcome packet checklist that we have here. Some of the things that you need to make sure that you have. There are a few things on here that you don't need, so make sure you're paying attention here. So you're going to go through this checklist. You will have one main header, so there should be a header somewhere in your checklist or on somewhere in your welcome packet. You'll have one main header, and then you're going to have three subheaders. So maybe you'll have a page that has a main header that says restaurants, and then three subheaders, or maybe main restaurants in your town that you are going to describe in those subheaders. You must have at least three pictures of the town that you find on the website or something, or pictures maybe you've taken. Two generic pictures. It says clip art here. You might not know what that is. Just generic different pictures. Two pictures wrapped in text. So you have to have pictures where there's, like, let's say that this learning.com thing is the picture here. There will text that will be above it, and then it'll go to the side and then go below it. It'll be wrapped around this picture here if the picture's left justified. If it's right justified and over on the right side of the page, there will be text above, it'll be over here, and then it'll be down here. All right, so you got to wrap text around one picture. This says two pictures, but I only want you to do it with one. So as long as you do it with one, we're good. You got to use two different fonts, two different font sizes. One, you'll have your table of contents that'll be on the second page. You'll have to have one table that has at least two columns. Ignore the 5 rows part, but I do want you to have one that has two separate columns at least. If you want to do 3 columns, that's fine, but I want to see that you can do columns. One full block of full justified text. So just change the justification, basically what I want there. I want to see, most things are left justified, so they're put on the left side of the page. Maybe you have one that's right justified. And then you have to have one bulleted list. So go through these. You'll check these off. I will have these later on, or I'll have this welcome packet later on in the module for you to go through as well. But you'll want to go through this and make sure that you have the things that you need to have to complete the assignment. Now, when it comes to your town, I'm going to let you have fun with this. You want to choose Yorktown, Indiana? Choose Yorktown, Indiana. That's totally fine. Muncie is fine. Indianapolis. Just any town that you want to. I'll also let you do like Hawkins, Indiana from Stranger Things, or fictional towns that are kind of realistic. So I wouldn't want you to do wherever Rick and Morty live because that's a cartoon. But Hawkins, Indiana is kind of realistic. I know magic things happen in the show, but you can choose a fictional town if you want to. You can choose a big city. You can choose Yorktown. Have fun with it. Choose whatever you would like to choose to do this on. Um, so to kind of go back over this a little bit more, you're going to create a welcome packet. It's going to be a packet on Google Docs. All right. So let's show you how to go to Google Docs here. You'll go, obviously, it'll look different on your iPad, but you'll go into Docs. When you get to Docs, you're going to create a new page. All right. So you've got your new page here. The first page is going to be your title page. So Yorktown. I'm going to have some pictures and stuff here to make it look cool, whatever, blah, blah, blah. All right. Then when I get to the next page, I'm going to have my table of contents. So then I'll have table of contents. All right. And then from here, many of you will, have page 1. I'll have the title. Page 2. Table of contents. Page 3. Maybe you'll talk about restaurants on page 3 or town history, page 4. Probably would do town history before you do restaurants. Maybe spell it correctly. But you get the picture. So you'll go through and you'll do your table of contents of the things that you will talk about in your town. And my suggestion is that you talk about things that are going to draw people to your town. So you'll want to talk a little bit about the history of the town. You'll want to talk a little bit about attractions. So if we use Yorktown as an example, maybe one of the attractions is that there's a McDonald's and a Burger King. I wouldn't necessarily talk about those as restaurants, but maybe we have a McDonald's, we have a Burger King. One attraction could be Marl's Meadows. You could talk about how that's something that people would maybe want to visit. And then maybe with restaurants, maybe you talk about Camac Station. It's kind of nice. You talk about maybe Rancho Poblano downtown. And go over the things that are going to try to draw people to come to want to visit your town. You'll want to talk about, like I said, those attractions. You'll want to describe some of these things. So you're not going to just want, when you talk about the restaurants on page 4, or let's say page 4 is attractions. You're not going to want to just say, we have Camac Station, right? You're going to want to say, we have Camac Station, and then maybe describe a few things, maybe add some items that they have on their menu, things that are going to draw people to want to go there, and go through and just kind of make people want to come to your town. And I'm going to need you to at least have page 5. You need to have at least page 6. So this is going to need to be at least 6 pages. Okay. Now, once you are have this completed, you have all of your pages here. I'm going to let you do one of 2 things. So to turn this in, it is going to be on Canvas. You can submit it there if you'd like. It's super easy to just submit it through Canvas. Many of you probably know how to submit a doc through Canvas. Another option is you can take screenshots of each page and submit those as well. So don't worry about how you submit the document. Just turn it in any way that you can. If you need to take screenshots, I'm okay with a bunch of screenshots being turned in. If you can turn it in on Canvas the proper way, that's perfect as well. So don't worry about how you turn it in. Just make sure you get it turned into the assignment. So go into Google Docs, create your welcome packet for your town. Make sure that you have all the things that you need to have. 6 pages of this welcome packet. Make sure it's got pictures. Make sure you go through make sure I can find it. Make sure we go through the welcome packet here. Make sure you have all those things. Turn it in, and you are good to go. Now, this assignment is due next Tuesday. All right, so make sure you get it done. Make sure you get it turned in. As always, if you have questions, do not hesitate to contact me, and I will help you as best as I can. I will talk to you all on Tuesday.